Let's go over how to understand some of the fundamental logic going on Trailforks. Now, if you're like me and you've gone to Trailforks, there is so much data in this website that it can be overwhelming. And like any good mountain bike trail, there's more than one way to get to any piece of the data on this website, which can make it absolutely daunting. But just like any good mountain bike trail, knowing how to get there is knowing how the terrain is structured. So with that in mind, we're going to go over one of the fundamental pieces of Trailforks structure, which is their organizational system for their regions, trails, countries, and so on. So first off, I'm going to tell you, I don't even know from here how to get to the structure. So I'm going to go up to the search bar because that's the simplest way to do anything on this website. Central Oregon, my region, and I'm going to search it. Then I might have to spell it correctly on my second pass, or let this thing find it for me. Now I want to point something out. We have now zoomed into a region called Central Oregon. It is a sub-region of the state of Oregon, and that's a sub-region of the country of the United States. Wherever we are in the world, this structure is holding true in Trailforks. Now, when we're in this point, there's all these extra tabs and buttons, and all of them can be quite confusing because they all do something different. But understanding the fundamental structure is the key to understanding how everything integrates. So, we're currently in the Central Oregon region, but let's go back to the Oregon region. By clicking this on the cookie crumb at the top of this bar, we're going to jump back to the entire state. And when the data loads, it's going to start to show us trails like those little lines down here, and then condensed trails in a heat map mode in these areas. Now, we could even zoom out to the United States. And once we're at this level, we're going to see all the trail systems, trails, etc. throughout the United States in a heat map mode. We'll also see where there are no trails. Don't live there. Now we're going to zoom out a little bit more, and if we continue this process, we could see this in the entire world format. Okay, I'm blown away. I'm going back to Oregon. So, I want to go find my region, and I'm going to use the map view of this. Now again, this is a view of the data, so we're thinking about structure, not view so much. This is just a way of accessing the data, so that data being trails and everything going on in any given trail. So at this point, I've zoomed into my region, and I'm just going to jump to the trail. I've literally clicked on an individual trail in the region, and I'm going to go to the trail. Now, this is key to see. We've gone from the entire country at this level, and by clicking on a trail, we've gone into the trail region to the trail itself. So the trail we're looking at is a trail called Fat Rabbit Loop. It's in a trail system called Maston. That trail system is in a city called Redmond. That city is in a region called Central Oregon. That region is in a state called Oregon, and that state's in the country called the United States. So at any point, we're going to then see a bunch of tabs. These wonderful, beautiful little tabs here that make sometimes no sense. But if we clicked on, say, reports, we're going to dive down and see any reports for this given trail in this system. But let's say we want to see what reports are given for that trail system, which is called Maston in this case. And we're going to see now every report, because we're on the report tab, everything for that area. We then could go to Redmond, the city, or then even the region, Central Oregon. And then we're going to see every report given in that area. And we begin to see, well, a huge log. Now I'll do another tutorial on how to use this information in a way that's functional for maybe a trail organization or just keeping up with things. But at this point we have reports. Now in any given report we're going to see the trail that the data was put onto, say a report like this one, snowpacked, or the region that it was a part of. Now, right now we're in the winter months in Central Oregon, so we're putting in a lot of hours in the Winoga region, which is one of our snow parks. You can see the W there. So I'm going to zoom into this region because I know there's a lot of data coming in here. Once we look at this region, we're going to see the entire trail region, and there's ways to filter that. Ways, let's say, to filter it to the winter trail map because it's wintertime. And now we're going to see only the winter trails. Now, if we click on this tab, we're going to see the actual trails in that region, each individual trail. And this is giving it some point spread, kind of a sexy look at the trail system, but this is the data that you really might want to know about. Now, I am all about the reports. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look at the reports. Then I might even report, let's see what's being worked on at any given time. And I'm going to get a feed of all the trail reports in the Winoga region through this area. So this process can go on and on as you dive down into country, state, region, city, and trail system. And then all the way down to the trail itself. I hope this helps, and ride on.